Good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. Oh, good morning, Colin. I'm well. How are you doing? Morning, Mum. I hope you're good. I came on a minute earlier today, so I hope you're all well. We will literally get started right now. Okay, so I'll tilt that down when we need it down. So, on the spot, just find your spot, make sure you've got space. Let's bring the feet together, but the heels aren't touching, but the big toes or the joint next to the big toes are. So feet together, joints, literally you could get a bit of paper between them. They're touching. Morning, Angela. Oh, good to see you. So feet just here. Cool. Okay, so start to relax the body. We're going to breathe in and take our arms up to the side, and then you're going to look up, so like this. So in. And out. And again. In. And out. Do it 3 more times. Ready? In. Look up to the sky when you breathe in. In. And once more. In. And out. So feet are in the same position. So toes are touching, or front toes or the joint are touching, heels are slightly apart. So this time we're going to breathe in and then we'll fold over. So breathe in and then fold. Legs are almost straight, not quite yet because we're still warming up. And out, of course. Breathe in, come up. And out to standing. Same again, breathe in. Fold over. Breathe in, come up. And out to standing. We're going to do that twice more. Ready? Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, fold, bend at the hips, and we fold right over. Breathe out, breathe in, come up. And out to standing. Once more, breathe in, look up. Breathe out, fold over. Breathe in, come up. And breathe out to standing. Good work. Okay, relax the legs. You can change position slightly now. So you're going to start with the arms. We're going to cross in front and behind. Just gently, because we're just starting to warm everything up. Good work. That's it. One over, then one under. Start to open the chest out. Keep the chest nice and tall. Knees are soft, ankles are soft. Okay, let's go opposites now. Up and down. Just be careful if this is the first you're moving this morning, or if you've got an injury or something so good. That's it, nice and open. Watch that shoulder. Excellent. So keeping the feet rooted, we're going to twist round. We're going to do a double twist. So one, gently, 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe keep the arms up in front like you're holding a big ball, one of those big gym balls in front of you. Keeps the arms nice and square. Good. Couple more. Okay, you're going to loosen the arms now. We're going to come high. 1, 2. High. 1, 2. Good. And And loosen the arms, last one. So this one requires you to soften the knees a little bit more, and you're going to come slightly lower. This will just be a one turn, so it should look something like this. So one and one. So you try to get the opposite hand towards the opposite ankle. It's not going to touch, but that's that ankle. Now be careful, because things will start to bend, maybe things that you can't feel or haven't felt in your back for a long time. Good. Excellent. Okay, so on the spot again, and feet slightly, maybe 5-10 centimeters apart. I'm going to follow down to one side. So very slowly we go down, and very slowly we come up. Very slowly down and up. So we're going to go down, let's say for 3. 1, 2, 3, and up. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. We're going to go a few more like that, and each time you'll probably feel the side and the lower back stretch that a little bit more. Try and loosen the shoulders, relax everything. Good. 1, 2, 3. Good work. 1, 2, 3. And one more. Good. Okay, nice and loose. So this time we're going to go back to the head. We did it the other day and last week, and I found it a really good one. So we tried to pop the head back into line. So we line it up, bring the head back, bring the spine in line, and use your fingers to give it that extra bit push. And you'll definitely feel it down the back of the neck, maybe down the back slightly. Excuse me. And relax. You essentially try to give yourself a double chin. Relax, go again. So pull the spine. So you have to really try hard to pull the neck back, and then give it that extra push. Now this is really good when you use a mirror. So you should be in line. Feel the stretch. Excellent, good work. Rest there. So this time to the side, so ear directly towards the shoulder. Keep the head straight, try not to turn the head. So ear to shoulder, and then use the hand to give it that extra bit. Good. Oh, this is super stretch. This one I can really feel all the way from the head down the back, a little bit into the shoulder. Good. That's it, a little bit more push with the hand if you need to. And gently back. Other side, ear to shoulder, keep the head straight. Try and look forward. Again, a mirror is a really good feedback tool here. You can really see if you're slightly turning or if you're looking in the wrong direction. Good. That's a little bit extra pull with the hand. Good work. And come back. Okay, so this time you're going to look towards the opposite armpit and make it a diagonal move. So this time nice and tall. Look to the armpit, tilt down, and then you're really going to use the hand opposite to the armpit you're looking at to give it an extra push. Wow, this one's pretty intense as well. So you're looking down to the armpit. The opposite hand to the armpit you're looking at is the one that's going to give it that extra push. Keep the back tall, keep the body strong, and good, come back. Excellent. So opposite armpit now, so you're going to look down, tilt the eyes, tilt the head, opposite hand, give it an extra push. Good. You might need to give it a big old push to feel that stretch. And remember to breathe, it's always good. And rest, good. Last one with the neck, we're going to go chin to chest, and you're going to use both hands to give it an extra push. So chin to chest, use your hands, give it an extra push. This one will be pretty intense, I would imagine, for most of us. That's it, just ease into it, allow it to stretch out. Good. Excellent. Couple more seconds. Really, you can see it, feel it coming out now. You can feel the muscles relaxing slightly. And gently back to neutral. And last one, so this one you've got to be super careful. We're going to tilt the head back and look up to the ceiling or the sky, but be really gentle with this one. And just take your time looking up to where you can tilt. So try and keep tall. Okay, slowly back to neutral. So now you're going to go forward and back as ever so gently, but to where you can feel the neck moving and stretching. Good. You can do 4 or 5 of those. Excellent. And rest there. Good work. Okay, so come to your wide squat position now. So legs not super wide, but fairly wide. I'm going to stand on one mat. Toes pointing diagonal. Then you need to screw your knees out so that they're pointing towards the toes that are stretched out. I don't want any giraffe knees bending in. So plant the feet, weight should be spread evenly through the feet. Knees pointing out to the toes, hands up. Okay, we're going to do 10 squats, but we're going to make them nice and slow. So ready? From top to bottom, 90 degrees if possible, and slowly up. That's 1. Slowly down. 2. You might find that the more you do, the deeper you can go, but we don't want to go past 90. If we can get to 90, that's great. Push those knees out. That's 4. Good. So the feet should be spreading all the weight evenly through the front and the back of the foot. 5. Good. 6. Really push those knees out. Really turn them out so they don't fall in. 7. Good. 8. Got 2 more. 9. Then when we do number 10, you're going to hold in the lower position. Ready? We're going to hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ouch. And push up. Give everything a shake. Good work. Whew. Push my heart rate up. Okay. Didn't start my timer. So on the spot, as we always do, good hip mobility. I really, really like these ones. We're going to step over the hurdle, open the hips out. You're going to do 6 to 8 each side. If you need to hold a wall, hold on to the wall. It can give you much better balance and allow you to open up much more. Keep the chest facing forward. That's it. And really open those hips up. Good. Most of us have been doing these for a long time now, so it should be super good. And back over the hurdle. Take your time if you can balance on that one leg. My ankles aren't very keen on that, to be honest. Good. Really open those hips up, so you're going up to the front and then over the hurdle. Good. Couple more. Excellent. Okay, loosen the legs. Going to kick to the front, opposite hand, opposite leg. Good. So we should be a little bit looser now, but just be careful the backs of the hamstrings. Careful you don't tear anything. Good. I did an indoor bike last night and my hamstrings are pretty tight today. Good work. Going to come out to the side this time, so same hand, same leg. That's it. Brilliant. Everything moving. Good. one across. Twist the body and bring the leg across the front. You really feel this in the lower back, in the outer thigh and the inner thigh. Good. Last couple. Excellent. Okay, take a little breather, grab a drink. We'll go on to the next one. One or two more standing, then I'm going to go on to the ground. So this time, wide legs, straddle position. They're not too wide. Okay. Toes pointing forward. So adjust your body so that the toes are forward. And you're going to slide down the thighs, and the idea is that we get to a flat position. So we get to the position where we are flat. Now you can start by holding the hands on the legs. The legs are pretty much straight. You probably don't want to bend them here. Imagine you're sticking your backside out and you push weight more on your heels. So wiggle the toes. That's it. We can let the hands just fall in front of us. If we need to, hold the legs, or if not, we can go straight out. This is pretty tough here. Just going to hold this for a few seconds. Wiggle the toes so that the weight's on the heels. Breathe. Really flatten that back. Make sure it's nice and flat and nice and strong. And slowly, slowly come back up. Good. Loosen the legs, give them a shake, because you'll feel the tension through the back. Same position again, so toes pointing forward. Let's start by sliding the hands down the thighs, stick the back side out and get to 90 degrees. Now this is where a mirror is really good, because then you don't go too far. Bring the arms down in front and just allow the arms to hang. Still flat back, still at 90 degrees. So the weight on the heels and the stretches through the back here. Good. Okay, now allow the body to fall forward and the fingers to touch the ground, wherever that is for you. Good. Now, the more you bend the arms, the closer you go to the ground, the bigger the stretch on the backs of the legs and the hamstrings. So that's what I want here. So find your position. If you need to dip a bit lower, you might need to bring the hands through the legs a little bit more. And really feel that stretch on the backs of the legs and the hamstrings. Toes are pointing forward and legs are straight. Good. And slowly, slowly walk up. Come back to standing. Shake the legs. Can do something like that once more. Good. Really good. So here. Wide legs, wide-ish legs, toes forward, slide the hands down the thighs. You're going to go to 90 degrees. Ideally the head should be looking, or the eyes should be looking in front of you slightly, not up the way like this. We don't want to put pressure on the neck. That's it, nice and flat. If you can, hang the hands down straight to the ground. They probably won't touch. And then fold forward. That's it. Pressure through the backs of the legs, or stretch through the backs of the legs, and allow the body to fall forward. Good. It's pretty intense stretch on the legs. It's pretty intense stretch all over, but you can feel the longer you hold it, it does slightly loosen off. Few more seconds. And slowly come up, very slowly, and loosen the legs. Excellent. That was tough, really tough. Okay, we're going to do a couple of sort of yoga stand moves. So we're going to go from here into a lunge position. So hands can come up, knee at the front comes up, and we step to our lunge position. So we are going to Drop the back foot so it's facing diagonally forward and the front leg is facing forward. If you need to widen the stance and sit forward into the front leg. Arms are going to come up. You're going to face the front hand, palms are facing the ground, and we're going to hold that position. So really push through the front leg, push the front hand forward slightly, not too much, and hold that position. Distribute the weight evenly between the front and the back leg. Okay, drop the front knee, elbow onto the front knee, and then take the back hand over, palm to the ground. You can look up to the palm of your hand and really feel that stretch in that position. Good. Come back to this position. Straighten the legs, face the feet to the front. Change sides, so other leg faces forward and the other leg faces diagonal. You need to move. Okay, sit into the front leg. That's it, good. Sit into the front leg, palms to the ground, look to the hand and hold that position. So you want to try and get as much as possible that right angle here and a big stretch. So you might need to dip a little bit more here and you feel a big stretch. Make the body nice and tall, look to the front. Drop the elbow, bring the back hand over and sit a little bit deeper into that lunge. Good. Come back, push out and give the legs a shake. Excellent. Okay, we're going to go to the ground now. So we'll tilt the camera down. Good work. Let's come into our all fours position. You know this position very well. I'm going to run through a few cat cows. Are you ready? So arch the spine, breathe in and out. Look up to the sky. In and out. Remember to push the ground away when you arch, so really push the ground away. Pull the belly button into the spine and dip down. Good. Couple more. Excellent. Back to neutral. So opposite arm, opposite leg. So you want to balance, you want to keep the torso nice and straight, keep the tummy and the body nice and tight. So you're still looking maybe 30, 20 centimetres in front of you to keep the neck neutral. Lift one arm up, the opposite leg. You're going to hold for about 4 or 5 seconds. Point the toe and then slowly down. We're going to stay on the same side for this exercise. So you can do 5 rounds on the same side. Really squeeze the torso, really squeeze everything tight. For me that's 2. Bring the bicep up alongside the ear and straighten out the back leg. Really point that toe and back. Good. Up. Really try to keep everything tight. Try to minimise the wobble and try to keep the back nice and flat. Pull the tummy in when you go into extension. And down. Good work. Change sides now. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Off you go. Good work. And one more for me. Really try and tighten everything up. And relax. Good. Okay, wag your tail, so push the ground away. Look to the opposite side and just loosen off that spine. Okay, so from here now, feet together and knees super wide. You're going to sit back. Now we're going to use the forearms here, and the forearms are going to push you back into position. So forearms on the mat, push your bottom onto your heels, but the legs on the knees are super wide in this position. Good. Okay, place one hand on the ground, bring the other arm underneath and stretch all the way through. Still in that frog position, but we've put one arm on the ground, one hand on the ground, and we've pushed the arm through, ear towards the ground, and a super stretch there. And adjust the front hand and open up the chest. Good. Come back down, forearms on the ground, push back into that frog position, toes are touching, knees are wide, we're stretching the groin in here. Push the forearms so it pushes you back onto your heels. Good. Opposite hand now comes through, ear to the ground, push the arm all the way through. Good work. And then come up, open up the chest wide, look to the sky. That's it, good work. Excellent. And come back to tabletop. Okay, so we've got a couple of modifications for the next one. The most simplest one is in all fours, and we touch the opposite shoulder like this. Okay, the next hardest one is we take the legs away and we push our hips flat in a half press up position, and then we try to do this. So the hips are flat, we push the body, make one line from the knees to the top of the shoulders, so that's there. Or the final one is the really tough one, the press up position like that. Okay, so you can do 5 or 6 on each arm. Find your position. I'm going to go for this one. So legs are nice and tight, bottom squeeze, and then pushing my hips forward. So really tough. You try not to let the shoulders wobble so much. Try to really tighten the core, tighten the body. You can see how strong my legs are slightly apart, but you can see how strong I'm keeping my body. Try not to rock. You have to squeeze your backside, squeeze your core, squeeze your abs. Good. Couple more. And rest there. Good work. Okay, last stretch on the ground like this. Sit the feet back, knees are narrow this time, and arms are coming out stretched. Now if you can't do this, maybe bring the arms to this position. Still try to stretch and sit back onto the heels, otherwise this position here. Okay, come through to our cobra position. Push up. Good work. Really push the hands flat, face the fingers forward. Okay, tuck the toes, and you're going to come into a bent leg, and you're going to push the armpits down and send the bottom high. But look how bent the legs are in this position here. So bottom high, legs bent, push the bottom back and up slightly. Good. Come back down, stretch back. Take the arms away if you can. Come through to cobra. Good work. Not too much extension on the neck, just where it's comfortable. Tuck the toes, send the bottom back, bent knees, push the arms straight and the palms flat, Good. Bend those knees. And come down to your back. Really good. That was tough. Okay, so onto your back. Make sure your spine is nice and flat on the ground and you're pushing the back, the bottom of your back flat onto the ground. So bring the feet close to your bottom and we're going to send the hips nice and high. Push through the palms, flatten the arms on the ground. You're going to send the hips nice and high. Almost come onto the shoulders, not the tips of the shoulders, but the top of the shoulders. And you want a nice straight line from the chest to the knees. Hold that position. 5, squeeze the bum. 3, 2, 1, and down. So when we go into the up position, you really pull everything in, squeeze the bottom and tighten through the core and the abs. Ready? And up. Push the ground away. Come on, really squeeze tight. Squeeze here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Rest. 3, 2, 1, up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. 3, 2, 1, and up. Come on, really push now. Push the hips high. Really work hard. Really squeeze the bottom. 2, 1, and down. One more. 2, 1, and push. Come on, as high as you can now. Really flatten that body. Really pull your bum cheeks in. Really pull tight through the core and the abs. 2, 1, and down. Give everything a shake. Good work. Really good. So I'm going to try something a little bit different. So see if I can explain it. So we're going to go into that position in a moment. And then you're going to lift one leg off the ground like that. Okay, so into position. Take one leg, should be in line with the other leg. Push the hips high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Ready? Ready to push up. Other leg, straighten it out. Push the hips high. 3, 2, 1, and down. Ready? I'm going to do one more each side. Change legs. Push up. Straighten the leg out. Hold it tight. 3, 2, 1, and down. Final change. Ready? Push up. Squeeze the bum cheeks. Straighten the leg. Really squeeze tight. 3, 2, 1, and down. Good work. Okay, so this time a little bit on the core. So we really need to push the base of the back into the mat. In a moment, you're going to take the hands and allow the hands to come up and down the thighs. You're going to take the head off the ground. And we're going to do 10 gentle pulses. Okay, so in a moment we'll go together. Okay, head off the ground on the thighs and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. You can do that once more. So it's just a wee tiny movement. When you lift the head off the ground, then you tighten everything through the core and through the body. Ready? Lift up. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good work. Okay, last stretch to finish off. One leg across, the other one leg across. Push the leg away. Grab through the middle. That's it, onto the back of the thigh and bring that towards you and just allow that stretch as first to make you go ah, and then hopefully loosen off. So I prefer to keep my head on the ground because it takes a bit of the weight. You can lift up if you want, if you're comfortable with that. But make sure your spine is flat into the ground either way. And as it loosens off, just bring that leg a little bit closer every time. So the more you pull, the bigger the stretch. I'm going to go for 10 more seconds. And gently release. Back to neutral. Change legs, so bend the other one across. Push it away slightly to get the angle. And then grab behind the thigh and bring it towards you. And again, as the sort of 40-45 seconds goes on, it'll start to soften, start to loosen off, and you'll be able to pull it closer. Try to bring your breathing back to a normal pace. That's it. Deep breath into it, allow you to stretch off that little bit more. Bring that leg towards you just that little bit more to give it an extra stretch. And gently release. Okay, final thing just to finish. Palms, soles of the feet together. Bring them up slightly and palms facing the sky. Make sure your back doesn't arch too much, so still push the back into the ground if possible. And relax. Listen to the noise around you. It could be the bashing around in the house, somebody else making a tea. It could be nice and quiet, no noise, just the birds. Just listen to those noises, just tune your ears into that. Slowly bring the knees up, give them a hug towards your chest. That's it. Move, a little bit of movement on the lower spine. And we are finished. Oh, a little bit longer than anticipated there. So, really good work. Thank you all for watching. Oh, good morning, John. Good morning. I think Billy's saying good morning to John. And I will see you next Tuesday. Might try and change the session slightly and add a bit more movement, make it a bit more sweaty, and a bit more higher heart rate stuff, but we'll still have that element of mobility and movement. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next week. Have a great weekend. Cheers now. Bye.